at my workshop. We need 300 supplies, and we also need the storage for them. Storage being the thing that I'm lacking right now, which is this. So that will give us the frame. The frame can hold anything on it. So the frame is literally just this without anything on. I don't want to break it apart because then I'll have to rebuild it. Kind of like this. So it's basically it's got nothing on it. All parts can fit on all mechs. Effectively. A barrier heavy torso is interesting. I mean, that technically has more health. Less heat dissipation, no. It's exactly the same. Okay. Do you need a new shotgun? Um. Well, there's three types of chassis. There's light, heavy, and medium. For the most part, it's pretty self-explanatory. You know, light chassis, less health, but way less. Typically have faster speeds. You know, things like that. There's way less armor. While heavy chassis weigh more, but are much sturdier. Um, the higher your weight between all of your stuff, including your weapons and if you use a shield or not, your weight class will go up. Weight class doesn't mean much outside of the collision mechanic. Mass is important, you know. And then I believe if you're over 80, you're classed as a heavy, or is it 82, something like that. If you're over 82 mass, you're classed as a heavy mech. And say a heavy mech was to collide with a medium mech, the medium mech would fall over, and the heavy mech would keep going. That is the only advantage to having a heavier mech. Apart from the fact that they've also got more health because they're typically made out of more armor. But you can mix like heavy torsos with light arms. There's no restriction necessarily. On what you can equip. They're harder to hit in melee with added mass. No. But can no, same amount of weapons. However, the weight of the weapon also counts towards the weight of the mech. So typically, what you would actually do is you would build a light chassis and put your minigunner on the light chassis because the minigun weighs like 30 kilos. Otherwise, it becomes too cumbersome and your mech just can't move. So actually, more often than not, it's actually the light mechs that have the bigger guns. Because the engine size is the same, right? Okay. You can also change the engine, but it's not necessarily like it's not like BattleTech. All chassis have the same engine sizes. Not always, Miko. Not always. You can actually get a lot of equipment to reduce the scattering from movement. Oh, sorry, they hit harder with melee with added mass. I don't know. Okay, so melee and collision is different. There are actual melee weapons, which is purely determined by the weapon itself. Collision, I'm not sure how the calculation is done, I'm afraid. I really don't know. Marksman rifle, SMG. Marksman rifle, missile launcher. Okay. I'll try and showcase the collision mechanic. So that's a medium mech, so I'll push that over. Tanks are really good for colliding into. It's a very good way to deal with tanks early game. It does so the way I do it, I still take collision damage. I just don't fall over, right? Theoretically, you can shoot through that building, so I need to be careful. I love games with mech turn-based combat. Played most from Battletech to Gundam Cross Race, Super Robots, even Advanced Sunrider. Having ever Brigade, that movement, etc. feels like Warhammer Mechanicus. Very different, I'm afraid. I didn't play too much Mechanicus, but I don't remember it being Mechanicus felt more like it was an XCOM style to me. Maybe I'm misremembering, but it felt more like XCOM style. This is pretty unique. There have been games like it. Super Robot War 30, I've been tempted to play, but but yeah, sorry. What I'll talk about is you plan your next 5 seconds, and then you let it play out. I think Mechanicus was like more like XCOM, where you did all your guys' turn at once. Oh, great cannon shot. Are they really gonna let you chill there? Oh, that's my max range, is it? Like 4 or 5 playthroughs. Is it the same story every time? Because I looked at it, and so a big thing for me is replayability. And when I looked at it, it just seemed like it was the same, the same story every time. Oh, it's different? Oh. So there are, like, randomized aspects to it? Okay, I might have to have a look at it. Mini stories too. Okay. Okay, get yourself into cover. Go up on the hill and start blapping there. Oh, that cannon. In terms of pure DPS, that cannon is kind of insane. But is it actually effective? Not really. Go down, back up, start shooting them. And then back down again because you immediately get shot at again. Man, that tank is being very annoying. Good hit. There's the cannon shot again. You're concussed. You're concussed. You're crashing. Booyah. That poor farm building got absolutely devastated. Never stood a chance. Oh, heat sink. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, I do want the cluster. I also want that marksman rifle. Okay, they're all tier 3. We're taking these. Well, I don't know, because every time I looked at SRW, let me double check which one it is. I'm pretty sure it's the one that looks like Fire Emblem. Uh, is it the one that plays like Fire Emblem, or is it the one that like? No, no, it's not. No, wait, is it? I don't know. Super Robot Wars 30. Is this the one that shows you absolutely nothing on all the images? Yeah, it is. It's the one that shows you absolutely nothing about the gameplay on all the screenshots. The other thing I'm curious about is, in what way is it different in every run? Is it you just pick a different campaign, or just read text? Yeah, I don't think I'm too keen on that cannon, so let's try. Go for a sniper again. Well, technically the level 2 sniper is better. That's higher damage a hit. How is that more per second, but I'm curious how these direct damage from Instagram barrier. It's because of the payload. But I don't know why that is increasing the damage per second. Okay, fine. Bring your new marksman rifle in. There we go. It's about the same health. Want the right arm to be the good one. The left arm can be whatever. I know, I might not get into it. It kept popping up on my recommended, but every time I looked into it, it just didn't seem too up my alley. Let's try that. I need a substantially better shotgun. We could try using the SMG as a primary instead. Let's try that. I do need that 4th unit soon, though. There's a lot of activity over here. Hmm. increasing the supply cost actually made it a bit trickier to. You've got a sniper now? Oh, right, yeah, duh. Who are you shooting? Assault rifle, sniper rifle. Okay. That enemy sniper needs to take a hit. I'm gonna get assault rifles, but can I make that friendly fire? If I did a double dash, I could make it friendly fire. But then I myself am not able to fire. Yeah, you run through that flank. Finally, his marksman rifle. I enjoy RPG games, but I'm very picky with RPGs. And like the thing with a lot of like JRPGs and like just ones like that is sometimes it takes like 40 hours just to even get past like the prologue. Just because they just like lore dump you to a crazy degree. If you're after a new type of a new style of a mech combat game, highly recommend getting it like as soon as possible. Like if you're itching to play a new strategy game, highly recommend it as it is. Like full price, more than worth it. It is. I think it is actually on sale right now. They are having like a release sale. I'm not 100% on that, but I know that Epic is like 20% off right now. How can I shoot from? That actually gives me max accuracy. Max I can get 80? Oh, that's annoying. Yeah. Again, like I've got it on Epic, which is the only reason why I noticed it on sale was because when I was launching it through Epic. Well, I assumed it was the same on Steam as well. But yeah, highly, highly recommend it. And I believe they are still working on it as well. I'm like 99% confident that they are also still working, like, still developing the game. Okay, we got the second shot. That's good. Yeah, I was a little bit worried that was going to be the case. Everyone immediately turns towards my SMG. Oh, fell. I've got a fell seal. I like the idea of fell seal. I just always felt like there was something like I don't know, there was just something odd with it. I just couldn't click with it. I'm not sure what it was. That shield just almost got like one turn. Holy shit. Okay, we knocked out the pilot. Good. The concussion on that SMG is actually pretty good. Wow. Okay, we're gonna have to take a little bit of overheat damage. We're hiding from you. Yeah, sniper as a third mech, not that great. Pull back. Peek back out. It depends on how it's done. I do plan on actually doing a tabletop campaign in the BattleTech universe soon, like streamed. But yeah, there's a lot to it is the issue. Because there is already like a tabletop rule set for BattleTech. Oh, I didn't realize you started shooting. I've got all the books. I got the majority of it from a Humble Bundle not too long ago. Honestly, at this point, I'm just trying to get time to practice practice the actual tabletop game. Because I've actually not played tabletop before. At the minute, I'm just struggling to find time to just to like sit down and try that. I understand the rules, for the most part. Is this the sniper? No, that's the assault rifle. We should be okay. And I've already got 2 players that I know are interested. Of course, I need to probably like update them with what's going on. Concussed, that's amazing. So I know that theoretically, you know, we can use Mega Mech if we really wanted. You know, like if we were like something to do other things for us. But I want to have the freedom of, you know, the pilot, you know, the guys who I'm playing with, to be like, I want to do this maneuver. It's not in the rule book. Can I do it? And I'll basically just be like, roll for it. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be less like hard BattleTech focus, like, you know, BattleTech rule focused, and more. Hello, motherfucker. ASAP. I'll hydrate in just a second. Exactly, yeah, Miko. That's what I want, and that's why I don't want to use Mega Mech, even though it would help significantly. I've got no tea left. I forgot. It's almost time for a tea break, though. Did you ever make a Tech Wars account? Which one was Tech Wars? I don't think I've ever heard of Tech Wars before. Ooh, good kill. How you doing, Sep? I'm curious about something. Wow, that's crazy. The amount of people actually playing Phantom Brigade right now is actually mental. Wait, that's a minigun, isn't it? Congrats to the devs. I'm glad that a lot of people have actually come to play their game. I know it's a blueprint, but that's amazing. I should play Phantom, but I'm a fuck up. Mech Wars on Steam and Microsoft. It's free. Mech Wars. I'll have to have a look, bro. I've not heard of it, so. Hey, Solar. Thank you so much for adding to the. Hello, motherfucker. Yes, I scoop up the locust and use it as a. Yeah, see, that's the stuff that I kind of want to let them do, Vorpal. You know, within reason, though. But yeah, like, I kind of want them to have more, more freedom, more maneuverability on the battlefield than just I go here, I shoot this direction, X, Y, Z. I want it to feel a bit more Pathfinder or D&D esque, where it's less tactical combat, more, each person has their own defining role. You know what I mean? There's a lot of patrols about. Do it. Thank you so much for the 3 months of gifted to Brawl. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate that a lot. I need 65 more points. Okay, what I can do. Filter. No, sort by qual level. Get all the grey level 2 stuff, and we can just get rid. What we'll do, I'm gonna keep the greens. The greens are still okay. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do scrap and detach. Perfect. It gives us a bunch more supplies to work with. Yeah, the transitions are very nice. It actually gives you like a proper look around your truck to see what it is, for the most part. And with that, we can now make... No, we can do the upgrade. And then that allows us to make the 4th mech. For a leopard dropship, so would I, to be fair. And then, once we get enough supplies, we can make ourselves a minigun. Doesn't have to be a grey one, though. Okay. I presented a leopard on wheels. Wait a minute. I want this cash. That's a repair convoy. Wait a minute. Do repair convoys have blueprints? We'll do the cash first. They have fixed gel, yeah, I know that. Do they have blueprints? Also, I don't want a sniper. Let's go machine gun. Why not? Let's just fucking... Oh, that machine gun's too hot. We can't do machine gun. Assault rifle? That works. Another marksman rifles are just too goddamn good, right? Is it just me? Yeah, it's fun to do stuff again that never really intended, like turning your mech's leg into a torso. Okay, right. That's a little bit over the top, but the idea of like, you know, you know, using a thruster for like an unintended, like, you know, using a thruster to start a forest fire, for example. It's plausible. Know what I mean? I don't think you could do that in BattleTech. Also, this is a cool map. I've not had this map. Oh, I have had this map before. Machine gun. Snipe. Why is it always sniper? Yeah, exactly. It's not fired with weapons, but you know. I bet you could probably start a fire with a jump jet if you tried hard enough. You're gonna get immediately shot at, but we'll deal with that as it comes. You come over here. I guess go there. And then you start blapping at the tank. Actually, I feel like I'm doing too much to the tank. And then let it cool off. One of these guys are going to get sniped, and I need to be able to dash at a moment's notice. That marksman rifle is so good. Immediately concussed. Absolutely insane. That's the machine gun. Get yourself into cover. I've only got to be in cover from the machine gunner, right? So pull back. Shoot on the way over. Is it up on Steam? You on about Platinum Brigade? Yeah, it's also 20% off on Epic. Whichever one you prefer. I've got mine on Epic, so I've had it since early access. And that's where it was originally. But yeah, but whichever one is your preference, get it from there. Highly recommend the game. Definitely worth it. And I'll be playing a lot more of it. A lot more of it. It's almost got the concussion. And immediately go into a shield for there. That should give me the concussion. If not, we'll do a body check. I believe they're not against mod support. However, BattleTech would have issues with stuff being made. I think. But again, I don't know. I don't know too much about ISPs and what they're up to anymore. Oh, what was that? Welcome back, Sep. Hopefully your driver stuff went well. Where did dive into cover? Don't forget, a part of Mech Warrior is now owned by Microsoft. You gotta keep that in mind when it comes to ISP stuff. Okay, I'm a little bit worried about this body check, but let's see what happens. You should get knocked out. There we go. Concuss the pilot. Using the SMG for concussion is actually kind of fun. Are you heavy? Yeah, you are. So collision won't do anything. Do. Well, a bit more, a bit more, a bit more, a bit more. Almost there. Oh, they're gonna eject. I'll take it. I've still yet to play Elden Ring, actually. I've debated starting it soon. I was going to do the whole Dark Souls series before doing Elden Ring. But I've already reached a part of Dark Souls 1, and I can't be asked playing it. The bit I'm up to in Dark Souls 1, I fucking hate. And I just don't want to play it. But I do want to do Dark Souls 2. I do want to do Dark Souls 3. I do want to do... If I can find a way to do it, I want to do Demon Souls and Bloodborne. Bloodborne? No, what's it called? What's the PlayStation one called? Is it Bloodborne? My brain's just completely shut down. But yeah, the bit that I'm in Dark Souls, the something library or archive or something like that. And the bit below the catacombs, I just hate both of them. I can't bring myself to play it because thinking about those two zones, I just don't want to play it. Wait, yeah, it's Bloodborne. Okay, well, it's Bloodborne. I've not played any of them, is the thing. So, like, it was my first playthrough of Dark Souls 1. And, like, I was doing fine in the Dark Souls section. It's just that area just annoys the shit out of me. It's just not fun to actually play. I know I'm going to be there for quite some time, so it's hard to bring myself to play it. Modified by someone who knows the stuff, says one of the mechanics for an appraisal. They look towards farming in the distance. Maybe the workers have some information. Ooh. Locate the farm. Yeah, mech's not gonna be in time. I think the farm is up here. I really should contest the zone by now. Do it. There's the farm. But yeah, I'm either gonna go straight to Elden Ring or just start from Dark Souls 2. And just call Dark Souls 1 a bust. Because it was actually driving me mental by the end of it. But these guys are fast. Cannon with a missile launcher. And you've got a rifle. Okay. Ammo pack just got stylely created 6 mechs. What the fuck? Yeah, so the stock stacked crates mod has very different settings to what I use. So make sure you change the stacked crate settings. Yeah, the mod pack that I have for MechWarrior 5 Miko adds a lot of clan stuff. Hmm. That assault rifle is kind of annoying. I mean, at that point, I might as well just... What I should do is that. I don't like that bit, but we'll see what we can do. Oh crap, it's out! It is indeed Grey Figure. Came out today. Getting this on payday then. Definitely get it soon because it is currently on sale. Don't want to make you miss out on the sale, so get it while you can. For sure. I believe it's 20% off, if I recall. I'll definitely be playing a lot more of it as well. You know, I've got some hours in it. I'm by no means an expert at this game, but you know, I've definitely got some hours in this game to where I could probably help out the majority of newer players. Because the game is not very intuitive for some things. Any advice for new players? Focus on defense before offense. So don't be afraid to have a mech do nothing, but at the same time, make, you know, if you can hide behind something and shoot someone else, do that. Right? Yeah, the clan stuff hasn't really been quirked, you know, fully quirked yet. That's still work in progress. One bit of advice is don't be afraid to do minor overheats like that. It does damage to you, but it's very minimal. Two is never let your this is, I don't know if this is good advice, but this is how I play. Is don't let your heat hit 0. Right? Unless you're specifically going for a alpha strategy, try your best never to let your heat hit 0. So like you know, here, like right here, my heat is 0 for like half a second. Technically, I could pull that back, and then boom. However, that does not mean waste your shots. It's a little bit weird. But you know, if you're not using your heat, you're wasting cooling. It's similar to like it's similar to Mecha Online. That's gonna hurt. If all you're doing is standing around, not firing your weapons, you're just not doing anything useful. You should always be using your heat. You should always be using your resources. That machine gun is going to be on me the whole time. Yeah. So I'm perfectly happy to let this guy just hide for the turn. Sure, I'm wasting his heat, but literally both of their turns is being used up firing at this guy who they can't hit. So that's nice and easy. More advice is spread your equipment out equally. Do not make one super soldier and the rest of you guys shit. Yes, there are heat weapons. Those are ones you just gotta keep out for. Like, that's not one where it's like, you know, beginner advice, you know, watch out for enemy heat weapons or something. That's just one that, like, if you see a heat weapon, you know what not to do, right? Shoot them to the stop moving. I mean, the thing I'm still trying to master is knowing when to stop shooting. I know that sounds strange, but it's surprisingly difficult. SMG. Oh, torsos are worth the most. Supplies. The supplies are down here at the bottom. Torsos are worth the most. Weapons and legs are then next. Apparently cannons salvage for... I don't think that's supposed to be like that. Yeah, cannons aren't supposed to be 688, I don't think. I'm gonna avoid that just for the sake of keeping the playthrough, you know. I was gonna say legit, but you know what I mean. I think that's a bug. Cannons should not be 688.